Hi everybody, I'm Melanie. This is my sister Shauna.
And we are the writing team, Melanie Sean.
And today we are talking about our FAV FIVE romance novels. I'm so excited.
So this is tough for me. This is, I knew it was going to be Lori Foster, but I couldn't pick between Sing Havoc and Casey. Now, this was a tough one for me, and it really just came down to Casey is literally like everything. He has amazing male role models that I loved their books, like love their books, but Casey is just so sweet with Emma when she's going through a tough time, and Casey like owns my heart. Like, I love it. So even though, I mean, I actually might like this book better, but
it's the characters versus plot thing.
Yeah, I think, so that's why it was so tough for me to choose, but every time I was like, I'm going to see Havoc, I was like, no, but I can't. Lori Foster, like, seriously, I fell in love with Casey, and so that's why Casey's my number two.
So then this is when I was like in my mid-20s, I kind of
You really did go like, yeah, I love it.
This is from my blue period. This is when I moved into really liking like a more poetic, kind of artistic kind of writing style.
Yeah.
The main character, the heroine, at the beginning of the book, her husband tells her that he wants a divorce. They live in like Kansas City or something. She goes up in her attic and is like going through stuff. She finds these letters written to her by her first love from this place up in Canada, Little Bear Lake, that she used to waitress at this bar and grill place, the Harvest Moon. And she just decides that she's gonna like chuck it all and move back up to this little lake in Canada. She's got a best friend, Claire, that she hooks up with. She's gonna see what happened with her first love, who was a poet, and it's got all this poetry. I'm not gonna tell you what happens once she gets to the lake because that would ruin it, but...
You spoiler alert in every other book!
Yeah, but this is actually like this would actually kind of wreck it if you knew what happened when she got to the lake going into it, but it's amazing. The writing is beautiful, and it is awesome.
I'm loving
Dancing at the Harvest Moon. This is another one I've probably read like 20, 25 times.
I want to read it now. You sold me. Alright, so my number one book, do I get a drum roll? So anybody who knows me knows that it's going to be Carly Phillips.
Of course.
Yeah. Now,
Shauna idolizes her, doesn't even want to meet her.
I will just cry.
Yeah.
And it'll be embarrassing for her. It'll be embarrassing for me. So that's why I don't want to meet her, because I would just be blubbering and
it would be
crying.
horrible, though.
No, I think she'd be like, okay, crazy psycho. Where's my security? Literally. Heartbreaker and Hot Item. Now, I had a very difficult time choosing number one. The reason for that is because literally it is to me like if I was drowning and 32 people equally saved me, and then someone was like, pick your favorite rescuer. Like, no, you can't pick a favorite rescuer. Like, that's impossible.
Yeah.
But the rule is you can have one. One favorite. So, I love you, Chase, so much, and please don't be sad I didn't choose you. I feel really like I'm being disloyal. But I had to go with Hot Item, and the reason why, for anyone that's read it is going to very much understand why, it's for after they go parasailing, and they go back to the condo that they're staying in, and there's something happens against a wall. She's in a bathing suit. It is seriously the best scene ever. And that's why it gets chosen as my number one book. But I literally feel like I want to put Chase over here so he doesn't know I'm not picking him. I feel so bad. But yeah, Hot Item, Carly Phillips, number one. Okay.
So my number one is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell, which is so good. It is so beautiful. When I first started listening to it on Audible, I literally got like 15 minutes into it and I had to pull my car to the side of the road so that I could post on Facebook. I just started reading Eleanor Park and it is knocking my socks off. Like, if you search back in my Facebook feed, you'll probably be able to find it. This is the only one that I actually brought an excerpt out of. Eleanor has kind of a difficult home life and she doesn't have access to a phone at home, so they generally can only see each other at school. So she's babysitting, so she can call on the phone, and this is like a very special.
Okay.
Like they've never gotten to talk on the phone before.
Okay.
Never really seen each other outside of
So
school.
they're in school.
They're in high school,
Okay.
yes. So she says, "I don't like you, Park," she said, sounding for a second like she actually meant it. Her voice nearly disappeared. "Think I live for you." He closed his eyes and pressed his head back into his pillow. "I don't think I even breathe when we're not together," she whispered, "which means when I see you on Monday morning, it's been like 60 hours since I've taken a breath. That's probably why I'm so crabby and why I snap at you. All I do when we're apart is think about you, and all I do when we're together is panic, because every second feels so important, and because I'm so out of control. I can't help myself. I'm not even mine anymore. I'm yours. And what if you decide that you don't want me? How could you want me like I want you?" He was quiet. He wanted everything she just said to be the last thing he heard. He wanted to fall asleep with "I want you" in his ears. How good is that? So I cannot recommend that book highly enough. It is fantastic.
Okay, I think we nailed top 5 romance
We
novels.
rocked it.
What? We got all cocky.
We killed those romance novels.
Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, in the comments, tell us your favorite romance novels. We want to read them.
Yes.
Melanie literally reads like 20 books a week. I read like 3. But still, she reads like 20. So we want to hear what you guys love. And thank you guys so much for watching. We love you. And we'll see you soon.
Bye.